Speaking engines, welcome to Culture Beast.
Welcome to Culture Beast.
Episode 11.
It is.
Yeah.
And how many listeners did we have?
I haven't checked.
Didn't we have
the first day that I posted it, we had like 10, I think. So,
but wasn't there like a bigger number or something?
We've had 250 listens.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah,
that's so cool. People like us.
Yeah, I guess so.
At least once.
Yeah, at least once.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, these
back.
flipping guys. Not coming back.
That's good. So that's cool.
That's awesome.
Might hit 300 here soon.
I'm so
yeah, and then
excited.
I think we had like 50 some views on YouTube. So yeah, I guess about 300.
50 people at least clicked on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll be damned. I wonder if there's like an algorithm that if it's just they click on it, they viewed it, or if they have to like watch a certain
amount of time. Yeah, I wonder that too.
I don't know. Nobody asked me.
I don't know. What are you smoking tonight?
Chillin' Moose, baby.
Oh, chillin' Moose.
Chillin'?
I got myself the Sweet Jane.
Dude, you love those Sweet Janes.
Yeah, I do. I was going to go for something different, but I was like, yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
This is my favorite part of the whole podcast.
I know. It's going to light up a little bit. What do you guys... Nicole, we have friends here. Nicole.
Where?
Chris, Dalton, and our production manager, Ryan.
Yeah, that guy. That guy.
Well, as I said that, I realized I cut this a little bit too high.
Let me see.
So, for my preference.
Oh, yeah. No, that's
okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul Aspen, what are you drinking?
What are we drinking? We're drinking
old-fashioned, baby.
This is my first old-fashioned.
Well, okay. In all fairness, this bourbon's a little hot.
Yeah.
So the old-fashioned is going to be a little hot. Okay. Having said
hot
that,
as in not
like
spiciness.
the burn, not like the burn of the bourbon, because it's a very high proof, and so in old fashioned you want it to blend and mix very well. Higher proof bourbons don't always mix very well, but it's still good flavor.
I'm really excited.
And the ice mellowed it out a little bit, which is good.
So this is bourbon with
so sugar cube usually, or sugar or simple syrup,
okay,
depending on how you want to do it. Orange, cherry, bitters, bourbon, ice.
Nice.
Simple, clean, elegant, boom.
Yeah.
I'm excited to make you an actual old fashioned with a bourbon that isn't as hot, because it's one of my go-to drinks. Fantastic drink.
So I guess I wouldn't know the difference since this is my first old fashioned.
You will.
The great thing is that we will have other alcohols that we can taste as well. In the series.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of research for that gin.
Cool. I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm, me too. And I've got a great cocktail for that other bourbon.
Cool.
Lined up.
So exciting. I'm so it's been so much fun learning about these different different drinks.
It's been fun teaching and learning myself about the coffees and the pour overs and stuff.
Yeah, because had we not got this Makers Mark, I wouldn't have picked it out because it's over 80,
Yeah.
But
and it's good.
Yeah.
But it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that don't know, hot means it's a very high proof, so it burns. It's very potent. It's not hot as in temperature and
I think as
spiciness.
the ice melted, it kind of
it mellows out a little bit. Yeah, because H2O it has a chain reaction with bourbon and Scotch. That's why you put a couple drops of water in Scotch because it opens the flavor.
Right.
So same kind of concept.
This is really good, and it goes really nice with the cigar.
Good. Yeah. Well, that's a little sweeter, so you're getting a different flavor than I'm getting.
Yeah.
This actually overpowers my cigar just a touch.
Oh, really? In a good way?
That's fine. And kind of. Not really.
Sometimes things that complement or that are juxtaposition to each other taste wise.
I love that word. I hardly ever get to use it in a sentence.
You can use it.
I'm so mad.
You can say juxtapose if you want.
I love that word. No, it's ruined.
So
it's ruined.
Flavors that are juxtaposed to each other. Sometimes they work really, really well, and sometimes they're really detrimental to each other.
Yeah. That's true. God, I love that word.
It is a good word.
I don't know how to spell it, but man, it's a good word.
Yeah. Thanks for Google.
Yeah, thank you, Google, and spell check. You remember, I'm going to go off on a tangent real quick. Remember on Windows 98, Windows 95, this was 98, I think, on Microsoft Word, Clippy, little paper clip.
Clippy, yeah. Oh, Clippy.
That's how I learned to spell.
Nice.
Not school, that guy.
So he was a bad teacher.
The real OG, Clippy.
So he was really useless and didn't teach you much.
Not really.
It's not your fault. I blame
you know what?
Clippy.
I spell fine. Fine. There, I spelled it. No, I do.
Nice.
I spell really well, actually. My father doesn't. My father doesn't spell well at all. My grandmother didn't either.
I don't spell well at all.
I spell well. My problem is that sometimes I use fancy words in the wrong context.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to do that. I just sometimes get excited and forget.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't spell well at all.
That's okay.
Google is my best friend when it comes to spell check.
I bet. Anyway,
so here we are. Episode 11.
Do you have some personal news, Paul? Paulie D?
I'm running into issues with the motorcycle.
Oh, poop.
Yeah, not super excited about it. But
it's not a cool issue, is it?
No.
It always seems to be with you.
No, I don't think it's a cool issue. I hope it's not. It turns over, idles, and then when I give it a little bit of throttle, it dies, like instantly. So
I wish I knew more about motorcycles. I don't.
I'm thinking it's a fuel problem.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
So,
it might be getting too much.
I don't think it's getting enough. Yeah, so I think because Gerald got like a super cheap Chinese fuel pump, so I think I'm gonna start with that. Sounds about right. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start with that, and then because me and Bryson already we cleaned the carbs a few weeks ago,
which is a huge deal.
Yeah,
for
and I put a bunch of seafoam in it to kind of clean out the fuel line. It's still it'll idle better, but it won't like.
Yeah, it might be a fuel. You might just not be getting a good pressure. There could be a pinprick in the line, and you're not getting pressure. Mm-hmm. Could be a lot of things.
Yeah,
I don't know motorcycles as well as I know cars. But
turns out they're a whole lot easier than cars.
I believe that. Well, there's a lot less to them.
Yeah, there's at least 2 less pistons.
Yeah, and a bunch of interior electronics you don't have to worry about because everything's weatherproofed.
Exactly. So yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
Would you like me to blow it up for you?
Not yet.
Well, worth a shot.
Potentially.
Ooh, potential destruction.
There is an opportunity
my favorite.
At some point.
I love potential. Yeah. That's my favorite of the destructions. Potential. So there's so many avenues you can go down.
Yeah, it's true. Dynamite, arson,
plastic explosives,
babies, insults.
I didn't mean to blow up the babies. I just meant that when you bring them around, they destroy everything.
Yes.
We're not blowing up babies
and
here
diapers.
At Culture Beast.
No. We're anti blow up babies.
We frown upon the endangerment and harm of children.
That's right.
Mostly. Depends on the child. We're off the air. All right.
And that's it. Thanks for listening. We're going to be starting another podcast called...
Episode 12, we're going to have a brand new host.
Brand new name.
Yeah.
I have to change my identity. It's going to be great.
Oh, man. That went bad quick. Your turn.
Sweet. So I bought a leveling kit for my Tundra moments before I got here.
That's exciting.
The dude is cool. Like he's from Vegas.
Whoa.
He had a 62 Cadillac parked out front that he's restoring.
Ooh.
Yes.
The fin?
Yeah,
the fin. Oh.
Yep.
Is it a Coupe de Ville?
No.
So it's a DeVille.
It's a DeVille.
Oh.
But it needs...
I love a good Coupe de Ville, dude.
Yeah.
Literally, Coupe de Ville doors are the length of your Rabbit.
I believe it.
No, I mean, like, I'm not kidding. They're awesome.
So this guy...
And they're huge. It's like moving a park bench.
You have to team lift yourself out of there.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Like you shut it and it's like, doo-doo. It's like a dungeon shutting. It's great.
Someday I want to own a Cadillac. They come around. They're cheap sometimes.
You know? No, I actually I love and I have always loved DeVilles. I've always loved the big sedan. They're comfortable. They're good on the road. They're good in the snow.
Yeah,
I love them. And if like a early 2010 one came up with like 100,000 miles for like $4 or $5 grand, I'd think about it.
2010?
Yeah,
aren't those the ones with the TriStar nasty engines in them or whatever they were? Or is that the
North Star?
North Star, yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't those the terrible ones?
I don't think so.
I think they are.
Well,
remember Richard Hammond? Didn't he buy one?
He bought an old one.
Right.
But
did Cadillac really think like we're going to change this? We're going to make it more
not from Richard Hammond they did.
Right. Yeah.
But Cadillac has come. We're getting into car news early. But Cadillac, I disagree with you. I think they're great cars.
Really?
Because think about it. They're only driven by old people.
And drug dealers.
Only driven by old people and drug dealers.
That's right.
But both drive really slow.
Yes.
Because one is getting to church early.
Yeah.
The second is just cruising the block. You know what I'm saying?
The problem...
Like, both are drive slow.
So here's the problem. One takes care of their car, the other doesn't. So you got a 50-50 chance of that mug working or not.
You can't be mean like that to old people, okay? They do the best they can.
They take care of them. Drug dealers don't.
Not always.
Look, I followed one up Rimrock today. It was an old cat. It was a Cadillac, like mid 2000s Cadillac.
I feel like that's profiling, Paul Aspen.
Here's the thing. So it was a dirty,
have sufficient evidence.
It was a dirty, like mid 2000s Cadillac, right? Yeah. It had the chrome strip on the B pillar, right? Yeah. And it had like plastic dipped black wheels that were all like fading out. Drug dealer, 100%. That ain't an old lady.
No, but here's the thing.
There's not another demographic that drives
Lexus
that car.
That's 3 different colors and has 4 different wheels. But I'm not a drug dealer anymore.
But you don't got chrome everywhere.
No, my chrome is there. It just isn't as much of it because it keeps falling off.
Right. But it's
I
not
don't
a
deal drugs.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's profiling, and that's not fair.
It's true.
That's not
fair. You'll find them in Billings and be like, hey, man, you a drug dealer? And you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, what you got? How much you got?
Garen F&T.
No, actually, most of the drug dealers that I knew back in the day drove Impalas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the newer Impalas?
No.
Oh, like
the older ones.
Like the 60s ones?
No, the crap ones from like the early 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, same with Cadillacs, man.
Yeah, but that's not... Okay, we're moving on because this is... You are ridiculous and wrong. And you smell funny, and I don't like you at all.
Fair. I moved myself closer to the microphone, Ryan. Okay.
His chair farts. It makes me laugh. There's nothing... I'm a 12-year-old because I poop and fart jokes are always funny.
So the Stouffer's...
And I get yelled at by people that know me because I giggle. I can't... Even I fart. I know it's coming most of the time.
I love writing fart in like random places.
Yeah.
Like the Stouffer's, I went over to their house a couple weeks ago and like their window was dirty. And so I wrote fart in the window. And then like 5 hours later, like, who wrote that? That's my favorite.
That's wonderful. They're never not funny.
Yeah.
We should probably move on.
Yeah, we should move on.
And get to what's next.
Get culture beast and personal news for you.
I have now gone to the gym. I've gone to the gym this whole week.
So good.
CrossFit Talos.
Shout outs to Talos.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But so good.
I hate it. I hate every moment.
But once you start seeing like the results, dude, you're gonna be like, man, like this is everything.
Not worth it.
I bet
not worth it.
Absolutely.
Not even a little bit.
When you start getting those suits on, dude, and like
I have a suit on. It kind of fits.
But once it like really fits, you're gonna be like, man, this is awesome.
Here's the deal. I literally can't get out of this chair right now.
Do we need to like lift you up or what?
Probably. Then I'm gonna have to get in my mid-2000s Cadillac and drive home at 20 miles an hour.
Remember that?
Because I'm old.
Tell us about the first time you did CrossFit.
I don't want to.
Come on.
I'm so angry with you, my cigar went out. My cigar was even like, I'm the hell out of here.
As I recall.
Bullshit. Okay, so the first time I did CrossFit.
I want to preface this by saying that Hugh commits 100% to whatever he does. So
naturally, just like everything else, I overdo it. Mm-hmm. I couldn't walk for 5 days, and I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, I watched it.
I'm not, like when I say I couldn't really walk, I'm not exaggerating.
No.
And when I say for 5 days, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
It was hell. It was hell on earth. It's what I was an old person.
Imagine Hugh waddling around.
Try having to poop.
Yeah.
Try having to go to the toilet. You can't. It was terrible. I had to sit in a recliner so I could do the whole thing where like the momentum jackpotted me up or jackpotted. You know what's that? Yeah. Catapulted, not jackpotted. Catapulted me up.
I got jackpotted.
See, I know a lot of words. I just use them wrong. But yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah. It was funny. It was not funny.
Go ahead.
It was pretty funny watching.
Say it. Just say it.
Imagine yourself waddling around town, dude.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah. I didn't go anywhere. It was terrible. Yeah. I have so in my living room, down to like where the bedrooms are. Yeah. There's like 5-6 stairs, and every day I had to go up and down, and I would forget. I remember I forgot to set my broom, and I was like, "Screw it, I'm not going down there until I have to."
That ain't happening.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, getting into my car like butt first, like all like.
I know. I had to do it.
90 degrees.
I had to old people get in the car.
Lift your legs up.
Yeah, I had to. It was terrible. It was, and you may think I'm exaggerating. It was that bad.
It was that bad.
It was. I can vouch terrible. For it, yeah. I was in so much pain.
But hey, like you're going back, you're doing it again, and that's awesome. I like that.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. Yeah, that's what I got.
Cool.
That's been my life.
You're back into suits.
Which is awesome. Yeah, it's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah.
For somebody as round as I am, in the rotund category, it's just too hot. Mm-hmm. I sweat. And I sweat and I sweat. I don't lose any weight, but I just sweat and sweat and sweat. And I look like,
not the sweat
I'm trying to evade a lie detector test.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back in suits. Suits are my jam.
Yep.
I took kind of the summer to kind of develop a casual style, but, I tried it. It's dumb.
You did good.
Thanks. It's still dumm.
I don't think so. You'll be back in.
Well, I am incorporating, like, now I'm in a suit with a denim shirt and denim pants. Yeah, I'm incorporating it, but
for sure,
I belong in suits. I do.
Yeah, you pull it off. So. You pull off both styles really well.
How's your old fashioned?
It's beautiful. I'm excited to see like what other old fashions can taste like.
We'll have to go and have one.
Yeah,
I would like that.
Places. Yeah.
Yeah. Jake's down at Doc Harper's makes a mean one. We'll go.
Sweet. I'm excited for that.
Done. I love it when a plan comes together.
Absolutely.
Let's get into some topics here.
Sweet. Do you want to lead off with anything? Do you got any?
I have some booze news.
Ooh, tell us the booze news.
I've been waiting 11 episodes to say that. Shall we talk about the booze news?
Let's talk about the booze news. Is that like Blue's Clues, but like alcohol
for adults? Okay. Yeah, it's Blue's Clues for adults, but not really.
Love it.
By Culture Beast.
Trademark, patent pending.
Yep. Thank you. Patent pending, exactly. They're going to be real pissed off if they find out there's a podcast in Sweden called Culture Beast. I'll be so pissed.
Called Booze News. Yeah. Booze News. Booze News.
I feel like that'd be a great adult, like, you have to get drunk and then, like, try to solve a mystery.
Yes.
Booze Clues, like, come on.
It's like an escape room. Yeah. You have to have alcohol for.
Yeah. But there's like a cracked out little like chihuahua that's green that helps you.
Yes.
That'd be great.
It just says Loquita Taco Bell.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think this is? Booze? Loquita Taco Bell. Yeah. I
absolutely.
We're on to something. We are hireable, all the networks.
Speaking of booze news, got your man who? Snoop.
So let's talk about this. So Snoop Dogg got into the wine game with 19 Crimes. He did his own bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. I think cool. Martha Stewart helped him. I can't confirm or deny that. But now he's into gin. And I have to, it's called Indago, which it's actually, I can't help but like it.
Uh-huh. The bottling. Is that a play on Snoop Dogg, do you think? The name? Indago?
Really?
I don't know.
It's got 2 G's. I think it might be.
Yeah, I guess so. Huh?
Snoop D-O-double-G.
So you're in Indago.
Indago. Okay. But I'm really excited about it, that he's doing that. I love it when other people who are passionate, like celebrities, and people who are passionate about one thing that isn't what they do, get into it. Mm-hmm. Like La Casamigos, which is a tequila that I really like.
Right.
George Clooney was in it. That was his deal. He started. I love that. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
Aviation Gin, which is a great gin. Ryan Reynolds started that.
Oh, really?
Like he just sold it for a buttload of money. But I love that when they get into like, I forget his name. I could have told you 2 seconds ago.
Bill Murray.
No, baseball player, Big Papi. I forget his actual name. Ray something or other. I'm sorry, I'm blanking, but he has his own line of cigars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
God. Never be friends with him after this. What is his name? It'll hit me later when I don't need it.
So,
Somebody Google that.
When creating.
Because that's going to bug me. I can see his face. I can hear his voice. I can smell the cigar.
So,
I can't remember the guy's name. How am I supposed to know what his cigar is called?
So,
do Big Poppy cigar. It'll come up. Poppi, not David Ortiz. Not Ray. David Ortiz, yeah.
David Ortiz. Okay.
Yeah. Like you knew.
Yeah, like I knew. I had no idea.
Yeah, so I love that he's doing that.
Yeah.
I really want to try it. So when it comes out, we might have to.
He's quoted in here saying, when creating Indago, I wanted to give those feelings of new life with an approachable, juicy gin that's smooth like the D-O-double-G.
I love that. One of my favorite cultural things that has happened in the last 5 years, or at least 10 years now, is Snoop Dogg's friendship with Martha Stewart. Because it's so pure and so genuine. They legitimately like each other.
Yeah.
They legitimately hang out and buy gifts and they actually love each other. Yeah. And I love that because awesome. and you know that if Martha hadn't done time, they wouldn't hang out.
That's probably true. It's so funny.
So anyway, and I love that she sends him recipes and spices, and he sends her flowers and edibles.
Really?
I love it.
That's awesome. And now gin.
Yeah, maybe they might. They have a show too, don't they?
I don't know if it's yet going.
They used to they had a kitchen that was divided, and it was her white and it was all porcelain and white and nice, and then his was all industrial and everything. And they would have celebrities over, and they'd cook for them and get hammered and answer questions. And it was a great show. Awesome. I loved it. So man, good. I got to see Usher completely plastered trying to answer questions from Martha Stewart, and he couldn't even form a sentence. It was hilarious. Wonderful.
That's so funny.
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't got any food or drink. I did get I picked up a Kenyan from Revel Roasters, which is really cool. It's a really good roast.
Anything Revel's amazing.
Yeah, I don't usually go for Kenyans very often, but this one,
You don't go for Sumatrans. You don't go for Kenyans. What do you have against Africa, Paul?
We'll talk about that off air. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my God, that was so much worse than the exploding babies. Well,
I hear it smells funny.
Black Lives Matter.
It's the air quality. That's what I'm talking about. It's the air quality over there.
I should not have said that.
And we're off the air again.
No, I marched. I marched in the thing downtown. I'm fine. You're off the air.
Fair.
Hey, Dalton, want a job? That was the perfect response, too. What?
What?
This cigar keeps going on. I'm not thrilled.
Sorry. So I have a cool bit of, I guess it's kind of fashion news of sorts.
Ooh.
Yeah. So as I've been getting more into motorcycles, I found this company called Hedon Workshop. It's a helmet company.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's just...
Am I allowed to move?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so they just make all these custom helmets in a bunch of different colors.
Dude, we need to get a Culture Beast helmet.
Yes, I think it would be absolutely amazing.
You know what I was thinking is later on in episode 2025, we need to get Culture Beast stickers, just the logo.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been thinking about it. I looked up key rings the other day, getting key rings. Yeah, I think key rings would be super fun.
Yeah, dude. And stickers, though. I love stickers.
Absolutely.
I told you I'm 12. I love stickers.
But yeah, this company has some cool, some really cool looking helmets. A bunch of different colorways. You can get different visors.
I've always loved the bubble visor, the full face. Yeah. But in yellow, vintage.
And it's cool because
that's a baby.
That's a baby.
Wonder if it blows up.
Under the right circumstances, probably.
Yeah, man, those blowouts are deadly.
That's what I hear.
That was an exploding baby joke and a poop joke.
Nice work.
Points to me.
Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm here for the next half hour.
Also, that cigar brand was just called Big Poppy.
Big Poppy.
Yeah.
Big Poppy cigars.
and it's won awards. So, guy knows what's up.
So these helmets are really cool.
They are. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
What do you mean?
I hate it. He looks like a dweeb. And I'll tell you why.
Does she look like a dweeb?
Yes. Because one, yes, This whole gentleman racer suited motorcycle revival thing that's going on is great with the right look. And those helmets are not... look how stupid he looks.
What do you mean? I think that looks awesome.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because I said so. No, because that's not a good look right there. It's just not.
The suit or the helmet?
Both together. The suit is great, the helmet is great, but not together. I do not like it.
What would you change?
Most of it. One, I would not wear a white shirt next to a motorcycle. Moron.
Can you not wear white with motorcycles?
If you want it to still be white and not like an off gray.
I can wear white and barista. Why can't I wear white and red on a motorcycle?
Okay, white and barista. What color are all the spots on you when you're done? I've bartended in white. I'm well aware of how this fucking goes.
You're so mad about this white shirt.
I am, because it's dumb.
Just because you can't wear white shirts in dirty environments.
No,
doesn't mean
I'm just... Okay. You know what?
For me, I like
Put an exploding baby in your house.
Plant a baby.
Nah. What's that?
Diaper.
Got him.
Poop everywhere.
Well, I guess that's what I meant. There goes the C4 idea. Are those Legos? Yep. Those are plastic explosive jokes. Thanks for laughing.
What about this?
Good audience is so hard. Well, tickets were free.
Yeah, they were.
You know.
Anyways.
See, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a bunch of different colorways, cool vintage looks, and this thing that you can like try them on before you buy it, which is kind of interesting.
Just use the Snapchat filter.
Yeah,
That is just a Snapchat filter,
but it's not like,
and it's not a very good one. Is it? It's put in behind like
it's
a big old bush.
at least. But yeah, cool helmets.
Yeah.
So they're like $350. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's. I mean, a helmet. You know.
It's protecting your brain, so it should be.
It is a nice,
expensive.
Nice brain canopy.
Yeah. Do you got any fashion news or anything like that?
No.
Okay. I have a lot of miscellaneous news.
Okay.
Some BMX news for the BMX listeners in the audience and crowd. Yeah, because we're all about neglecting different cultures here.
We're not.
So Dennis Aronson, he writes for Haro. He put out this video last week, and it's just a mind melter. Like every trick he does is just just banger after banger. Because usually, so BMX videos are.
You talked about him before?
Yeah.
Okay. Same guy. Okay.
Yeah, same guy. So usually, like with BMX parts, a lot like they'll do some cool tricks, and then just have this massive like rail hop, gap, tail whip, whatever. But his whole video is just those like enders. The entire.
Ooh.
It's amazing. I think I'll probably post it on the.
Do it. Yeah. We have slightly slacked because we're like, oh, we're going to post it on the page, and then we don't. So we're going to make a pledge to you right now. If we say we're going to post something, odds are it's not going to happen.
Yeah. But we'll get better at it.
Yeah, because soon we're going to have a team that's going to do it for us. Mm-hmm. That'll be nice. Can you imagine being like the Top Gear boys and this getting so successful that all we have to do is show up?
I would like to pick my stuff still.
No, I'm still going to pick my stuff, but like all I do is send it to somebody who gets it ready for me.
I mean, you kind of do.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
You're living the dream. Cheers. You did make a hell of a mixed drink tonight, though.
Yeah, at least I brought one thing to the table.
And it's a big thing, man. It's beautiful. It's so good. So
Must be nice to be right all the time.
I wouldn't know. I'm not right very often. Knuckle Puck released a new album.
Who?
Knuckle Puck.
Yes. I'm like, wow, that was aggressive. All the way up to the knuckle, huh? I shouldn't have said that.
And we're off the air again.
I said that online. I can't believe I said
You found that very funny.
Oh my god. Oh, I just peed a little bit. That was so great. Oh, man. Woo.
So Knuckle Puck's one of my...
Okay, so I really want to hear about this, but I don't think I can at this moment.
Just plug your ears and do the la 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 thing while I talk about it. The next 4 minutes are gonna be you dying. Not continuing.
I'm so sorry that I thought that's what you said. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Remember your breathing techniques.
I can't breathe.
Woosah.
Oh,
Woosah.
man. Oh, man. I need a drink for a second. I need to drink about that.
You need to drink about that. So
Can we just say it quickly, and I'm gonna try my best.
So this band, Knuckle Puck.
Okay, so we can't say their name anymore. We so just can't. I can't handle it. I'm 12. Oh my God, my cheeks hurt.
So this band I found last year. They're a pop punk band. If anybody likes pop punk, Nicole, you like pop punk, don't you? You guys are, ma'am.
She called me ma'am earlier. Don't take it personally.
Right.
She's having problems with genders.
Just took me off guard. So this band was accidentally my most listened to band last year. You know how like Spotify like you gain your composure.
I'm sorry.
They just all look at you. Just melts into that green velvety chair over there.
Okay, go. I'm ready again. Crying is so funny.
So Spotify composes.
So I'm going to tell a quick story and then you can get through this. So there's a meme out there that, and the last time I laughed this hard, it had a picture of Kanye West in a blue suit that Conway Twitty wore. And it said, I'm not going to vote for Kanye for president, but if he found a running mate named Twitty, I'd put a yard sign up. And I thought that was the funniest thing. I'm going to post on the page. It's the funniest. His face, I mean, I laughed for about 10 minutes when I heard that. And that's how I felt about Knuckle, whatever it was.
Knuckle Puck.
Stop. Puck. Oh,
are you going to throw up on air?
I just might.
That's wonderful.
I haven't felt this bad since yesterday at CrossFit. Oh, man. Well, I got my ab workout for today.
You can skip tomorrow.
Okay, let's talk about Knuckle Puck.
I don't know how they got their name.
I'm begging to tell you.
Yeah. So Spotify every year, like
I am so sorry to the lady in the room. I am so sorry.
So they
the rest of you, shame on you.
So Spotify every year, you know how they like compile like what you listen to.
I got that as well lately.
Yeah,
and it was surprising to me as well.
Yeah, so Knuckle Puck was the band that like was the most. Go ahead.
I'm trying not to pee.
I accidentally listened to them like the most last year, and so they came out with a new album this year. They're just
Spotify's like you need to try this.
Yeah,
it's called Knuckle Pucking.
Turns out it's good for you.
I'm done. I promise. Maybe.
So they came out with a new album last week called 2020, and notable. It's good. The first half of it's really, really great. Kind of dove off, but it's one of my favorite bands. So yeah.
Do you know what my most listened to band was last year?
Who?
Enya.
Really?
Okay. Now here's the thing. I have this Sleepy Time playlist. That's what it's called. It's called Sleep. You had one job, and that was to be quiet. You knuckle pucked it up, bro. Okay, well, why don't you do it? Just do it.
Actually, come. I was gonna have you come here and just open it in the.
Yeah, if you could just, do you want to have some goldfish too while you're at it? Just open a goldfish snack. No, you don't have to, because God forbid we're.
Wonderful. Okay, cool. There we go.
So, we're going to have another hour and a half show.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. I got stuff to do. So no, because I have this sleepy time playlist.
Yes.
That it's full of like, because if I don't have it on, and like so to give you an idea, like let's say my phone's not plugged in and it's on my phone, and my phone dies, I'll wake up.
Weird.
Because it's just ambient noise, you know. But there's a lot of Enya on there because I find Enya relaxing and soothing, and it's like Montavani. Yeah. They play it to insomniacs who don't respond to strong drugs, and just, you know. So apparently, my most listened to band last year was Enya.
Crazy.
Which Enya is great.
Yeah, she's really great.
Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good enough for Lord of the Rings, Paul. It's good enough for us.
I'm not arguing.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
I'll knuckle puck you up.
Prove it. And we're off the air.
No, I knuckled him. I didn't give him the finger. There's a big difference between this and this.
And we're off the air.
Please edit that out. My mother watches.
Speaking of mothers watching, do you want to get into car news?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Oh, what do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about your stuff first.
Let's talk about dirt first.
Ooh, that's a good
Dirt 4. So Paul and I have embarked on this journey on the Xbox that is Dirt 4. Mm-hmm. And I have to tell you, there is not, I don't think, and I've played Gran Turismo, I've played Forza, I don't think there is a better simulated game for what it is, because you have to hire a team, you have to repair your car, you can get flats on the stage.
Yeah.
You can, in winter, you can get sucked into the snow. You can go off the stage. You can roll over. It's brilliant.
It really is.
Yeah. And so we have decided that it's a dangerous game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we easily spent 2 hours playing.
Yeah, and
without even because like we would start a stage and then we'd see if we could beat each other's time on the stage, and then try it again and try it again and try it again.
And it's one of the most amazing. So if you have an Xbox, PlayStation, or the other thing, actually I don't think they have it. Anyway, Dirt 4. It's a basically dirt racing. Mm-hmm. It's a phenomenal game.
So it's rally
stadium trucks, autocross, buggy carts, or whatever they're called.
So much fun,
dude. It's dope.
Way too much fun.
Yeah,
I'm
way
not
too
excited
much fun.
to waste. I am excited to waste a whole bunch of time on it. But
I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start with that.
And you formulated a Culture Beast team for us.
Yeah, I actually. So you get to pick your team, and I actually put Culture Beast, and then you get to pick a car and a logo and the colors. So I put a livery on our car that is the Culture Beast little monster logo, the little doody daddy thing that we got. Yeah. This guy right here, it is all those colors. It's the white, the black, the red, the gold, and the blue.
Which we still need a name for the guy.
We do. We're working on that. But so the car livery is that, which I was pretty proud of.
It looks sick.
Yeah.
You did a good job on it.
And so one day I'd like to have a rally team with that exact car.
It'd be amazing.
So car news. I'd like to talk about the Mercedes project first, the AMG project.
Starting off the Mercedes project.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go to the...
They're building a new hypercar, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
I'm pretty excited about it.
I have not heard about this yet.
Well, they do. They actually do a good job of keeping their flipping mouth shut when they're doing something.
Yes.
They're not like... They don't... And, you know, Gordon Murray did a great job, too. He said, here's what it's called. And then 3 months later, he was like, here's a part of the engine. Mm-hmm. Here's a part of the gearbox. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Project One. That. It's called the Project One. And it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There's not a lot of... lots of Formula One tech. I mean, look at it. Mm. Look at the fin, too. So that's an intake that goes into an aerodynamic fin. The diffuser, look how big that thing is.
Yeah, it's massive.
And then look, the big exhaust and then the two tiny ones. I think those are blow-off valves.
Yeah.
Like they do on like the 458, you know, and the F4, F40.
That's really smart to make the intake part of like the aerodynamics.
Well, and that's the thing, that they are, AMG are the masters of making things go fast.
Yeah. And it looks like it's like a short wheelbase, so it looks really
doesn't
nimble,
look,
you know?
like, I love Koenigsegg's, but Koenigsegg's are big cars.
Yeah.
You know, Pagani's
really
are huge.
Really short, you know?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Form follows function. Because that's the other thing. AMG and Mercedes, they overthink everything. Mm-hmm. And I think in this way, it's good.
Yeah.
The one issue I have, and you already probably know what it is.
It's not a manual gearbox?
Okay, two issues I have. One, it's not a manual gearbox. But this car, hypercar, I wouldn't want one. But look, I hate a square steering wheel. I think I love how he said that he knew. I hate a square steering wheel. I think it's so stupid. But the rest of it, I don't care that it's a flappy paddle. I think it's great. I think it's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It looks really well sorted.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, look at it. It's so pretty.
Wow, look at the suspension setup.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love it.
Oh, it's cool that they have seen the background of this image. So we're on the MercedesAMG.com.
You see the Formula
website.
One, the Patronus car.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Which,
I'm a big Lewis Hamilton fan.
Yeah.
I was a big Nico Rosberg fan, but then he retired, so now I have to go to Lewis.
Lewis is great, man.
He is, but Nico was...
And talk about someone who's, like, culturally into it. Like, that dude is, like...
Oh, he loves cars.
Yeah.
He has...
But he's, like, his fashion. Like, he's got his own fashion line.
Yep, he's doing good.
Yeah, it's cool.
And from what I hear, he's a pretty good guy.
Someday we'll have him on the air and we'll ask him how good of a guy he actually is.
No. Go down a little bit to the first paragraph. I'm trying to... maximum speed over 350 kmh, which is about 220 miles per hour.
Wow.
Give or take some. And it's 1,000 horsepower.
Two-seater.
And it's hybrid. Yeah, it's a hypercar.
Will transfer the latest and most efficient Formula One hybrid technology.
And I don't know about you, but I'm super excited that Formula One things are finding their way into road cars.
Yeah. I think they're, like, people have tried to integrate them for a long time, but not as successfully as it has been.
Formula One cars are designed to do 200 miles an hour for 24 hours.
Right. And it's interesting that, like, now that Formula One cars are getting more fuel efficient, that...
I still can't get behind Formula E.
Nope, me neither. Not yet.
But they're trying. And I miss the old days of Formula One where it wasn't as strict.
Right.
But it's a great sport.
Yeah, but now that, like, the technology behind that to make those more efficient is now bleeding its way like efficiently into...
And it's just a good looking car.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Good find, dude. This is awesome. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, and that fin, I didn't think I'd like it. I didn't at first, but it grew on me.
Well, it's interesting because this has the wing. This image has the wing on it.
Well, that's because it's like the P1. It's like
it pops up.
Yeah, it's automatic, and then it adjusts automatic. You have to in a hypercar.
Yeah, I suppose
you almost have to have active aero, which a lot of them do. They have active aero where it's always moving. I mean, the McLaren Senna has vents underneath the car to move it. So it's creating on the back end of that thing with that top mounted wing, hung wing, and the aero. It's producing a ton, 2,000 pounds of downforce when you hit the brake.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So good.
They went through like 3 different types of new suspension on the McLaren Senna just to find a suspension that could hold up.
Wow.
That's what I like to hear.
That's amazing.
And the McLaren Senna is naturally aspirated. Thank you.
Crazy.
It's not a hybrid. It's not hybrid.
Right.
It's a strict road, which I like.
Yeah, same with Gordon Murray's car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I thought about this. Side note, I haven't seen any new like renderings from like Kaiser or anything about Gordon Murray's car yet.
No, you won't.
But you would think that like they would take. So I mean, people jumped on
yet, and you won't yet.
Why not?
You won't yet.
But people jumped on the 400 like instantly. Like the day that it was debuted.
Well, because you have to understand, Gordon Murray's not a household name.
Right.
Gordon Murray's a household name to car enthusiasts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm talking true petrol heads.
Which the Kaiser is, and all the other designers
Brad's
are.
builds, they are.
Yeah.
They are. But I think, just like other people are waiting. A lot of people haven't done articles on it because they're waiting to see. Okay, what's it completed?
Yeah.
Done. And I agree with him. Mm-hmm. He's got the pedigree behind him. The F1.
Yeah.
Was the fastest car until the Bugatti Veyron came along. The F1 was a 93. The Bugatti was like a 01.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the guy knows how to make a car.
Yeah.
And he knows the engineering behind it. He was the guy that said, I think we should do a gold line engine bay because it conducts heat better.
Right.
Like, the guy knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
I think we will.
Yeah, I think we too. I just noticed that like I haven't seen any.
Well, they're more enthusiast based anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see a lot of the 400s. You're going to see a lot of the 300s. You're going to see a lot of Supras.
He's done a lot of all of them have done a lot of supercars.
His Lamborghini, his Miura that he did. Oh man,
yeah,
I had to change.
That's what I mean.
Pants.
Like I just don't like. I just realized I haven't seen any like post renderings.
That was knuckle pucking great.
It is knuckle pucking great.
That's gonna be it.
It is.
Can't start.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here first.
So sweet. I like that. So I did more research on the Link & Company car, Link & Co.
Did you?
Yeah. I watched their release video today. It's really interesting. So this company...
I'm listening. I'm getting more information.
Go ahead. So that it's based, the 01, they call it the 01. It's an SUV. It's based off of the Volvo XC60, I believe. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Which is a beautiful car because it's based on the XC90.
Right.
And the S60, which is a beautiful car.
Right. So, which would make sense why Cyan has been so, like... interested in it as far as like developing it because it's basically a Volvo, right? Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting format because they say that cars are only driven like 4% of the time, which they're starting off in Europe. So I guess that would kind of make sense that that's statistic being Europe.
Yeah, I think it's higher here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they're kind of modeling it after like the scooters that you can rent. So you can rent these cars. Yeah. So it's a shareable car.
Oh, wonderful.
Which I don't know how it's going to work. It sounds
because you rent a car and it gets they hot rod it and then they trash it and they give it back.
Mm-hmm. So the interesting thing is there's no packages. It's all just one car. All the options are available in one car. Yeah, so every feature is available. It's not just like you choose like power windows or whatever. I understand. Yeah, and then it's only available in two colors, black and blue. So, yeah, it's a really interesting model. I don't know if it would work in the United States because everybody,
I don't
maybe in cities, where like people don't need a car all the time.
Yeah, maybe.
But the catch to that,
have pictures?
I do. The catch to that is that the membership fee is, they say it's no higher than 500 euros, which it's like if you're going to lease a car or if you're going to spend $500 on a membership, why not just have a car?
Is it a month?
Yeah, it's a month.
Oh God, just go buy an XC60.
Right.
You'd be under. That's stupid.
Yeah. So, like, I get some aspects of the idea, but
I don't. I think it's dumb.
I mean,
why? You're right. Why would I? And $500 on a good credit score, and here in America, that's a nice car.
It's a really nice car.
I mean, we're talking into Mercedes, Audi, BMW, maybe even Maserati. Well, no, Mercedes, BMW, Audi territory. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, if you're paying $500,
that's a nice E-Class. That's a 5 Series. That's a and maybe even an S6.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw a brand new 2019 RS5 in the wild today.
Oh, really?
Black, and the wheels were. I mean, that's a good looking car.
Interesting.
I think the new 5 Series and the 5 Series 4-door. I think it's a mean looking car, dude.
So here's the 01 that they're claiming. It's not a bad looking car.
No, it's not.
So it's basically...
It's not worth $500 a month.
No.
I thought you said it came in black and blue. Why is it in white?
I don't know. This is what came up on Google.
They lied to you.
But yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
It looks like an XC60 had a baby with a Range Rover.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah, it's gawping.
And
I'm going to use a James May word there. It's gawping.
And a Ford Escape. Mm-hmm. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, but that's an interesting idea. I don't think it's going to work.
I don't think it's going to work in rural places like us.
Well, even in city. I mean, that's it. I mean, okay. So if somebody said you can get a 535i twin turbo inline 6, okay,
right,
beautiful car, great pedigree. The 5 Series is. I mean, the M5 is one of the greatest driving cars known to man.
Sure.
For $500 a month. Or you could have the love child of 2 good-looking SUVs from a company that's just starting out.
Yeah. And you can use it every once in a while.
It's Knuckle Puck, dude.
Right. It's Knuckle Puck.
It is. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Are you guys proud I did that without giggling?
Nice job.
I giggled on the inside.
We're making progress, people. We're making progress.
It's always shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits.
So there's that. Just thought since we brought it up last week, it'd be a good thing to bring in. And it's, I'm curious to see what they do and how they develop it and if it actually works or not,
I mean, I hope they do. Yeah. I hope it does, but I don't see it working.
It wouldn't work.
I know.
It wouldn't work in Montana. That's for
no, it
sure.
wouldn't. Well, it's like, people ask all the time, why don't you see Teslas here?
Yeah, you see a few.
Put a charging station, a lightning charging station every 150 miles. I'll buy one.
You see a couple.
Oh wait.
What did you want to talk about next?
What's on the list?
Oh, the Superleggera.
Do you have any more car news?
A couple. Okay. One other thing, at least.
Well, let's do that, and then I'm going to talk about coach building, and that'll end us.
Okay.
That'll lead us out. Because I talked about that on the page today. We put up a couple of coach builders from Zagato, which is my favorite. I want to talk about coach building a little bit because I think it doesn't get enough.
I would like that.
Enough talk.
I found a Ferrari that I would own.
What?
Yes.
You?
Yes.
Found a Ferrari
that I would own
because I love Ferrari.
Yes, and I'm okay with Ferrari.
I love Ferrari.
But, so this is the new Roma. The Ferrari Roma.
Oh my God.
Yes. I think it's absolutely stunning.
That's a Ferrari?
It's a Ferrari.
It's
a coupe.
It's gorgeous.
Right?
You know what it looks like? They've gone to attack the new Vanquish.
Yeah, that was my first thought too. But yeah, it's a little two-seater coupe.
Or not the new Vantage. I'm sorry.
The Vantage, yeah.
Gosh, that's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. V12.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah.
It's a 2+2.
2+2, yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty.
It really is. They did a really nice job with it, yeah.
You know what? I'm not only very proud of you that you finally found a Ferrari you like, I like that Ferrari.
Yeah, they did a really nice job with the styling.
Ooh, the
blue is just striking.
And I love that it's almost, for a Ferrari, it's almost understated.
Exactly.
And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the 412 Scaglietti?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Mm-hmm. I loved that car.
Yeah.
Everybody hated that car.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is the FF.
Yeah.
And now it's called the GT4 Lusso. They brought back the GT4 Lusso name.
Yeah.
I love those cars because they are understated. I actually really enjoyed the Ferrari California.
Yeah, California's beautiful.
California's beautiful. Yeah. But, the California, same issue with the Vantage and with the, you pull up, it's all great until you pull up to speed and somebody pulls up in a 488 or a,
Right.
And then you're like, I bought the wrong car.
I just think this is just such a simple...
It's a beautiful car.
It's a nice, clean design.
And it I hate to say this, but one of the things I like about it is it doesn't look like a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, they did a nice job with it. So, yeah. So, if ever I'm in the neighborhood of, a higher...
I'll buy you one for Christmas.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It'll be a Matchbox car, but...
I appreciate all forms of donation.
Yeah.
So that's my last bit of...
Can you bring up Zagato?
Yeah.
So, for those people in the audience here and our listeners and watchers, coach building, to give you like a brief synopsis, a history, coach building is how cars used to be made. Nowadays, like let's say my Lexus or Paul's Rabbit or Chris's truck or Dalton's 300, all those cars it's a unibody. The body is built into the frame. It's part of the car. Okay, it's all one piece.
Right.
Okay. Back in the day, you used to go to Mercedes or Bentley or Rolls-Royce or somebody, and you would get a chassis. So just the frame and an engine and drivetrain, right? And then you would go to a coach builder and you would say, build me a body. Like you'd go to Mulliner or Zagato or Touring or Delahaye or Bugatti or any of those, and they would build you a body. Okay, that's why if you look up Delahaye on Google, none of them are really the same. And there's older Mercedes that aren't the same, like Clark Gable's and Hitler's were they're the same car but two different cars. So you could kind of tweak the styling with the builder. Coach building, believe it or not, still goes on today based on cars that are modern cars. So if you go down a little bit, this is Zagato. They've been doing it a long time. They do it with Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, Aston Martin. They do it with a lot of people.
Wow.
So if you go go down to that red one, red on red. That is the Aston. That's what they did Stop it. That's what they did to the Vanquish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then they did a shooting brake.
Oh, no way.
Vanquish.
Interesting.
And it's gorgeous.
Wow. Is that?
But then, go ahead.
Let me sign into the app real quick, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, go to Zagato.
1919 on Instagram. Zagato 1919 on Instagram. For those wanting to look it up later. Is this it?
No, go down. Go down.
Is that the shooting brake?
No.
Oh, that's amazing.
No, that's not. That red. Go to the red on red first.
Okay.
So that's what they did to the Vanquish.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or the DBS. But the DBS GT Zagato. Yeah. Now, if you go down, get out and go back down.
Okay.
You should be able to see. So these are some they've done back in the day.
Oh, interesting. And then they've
so that
taken
is
the
so
modern...
click on that red one down there. Not the red on red, but the one down there.
This one?
That is
gorgeous.
an Aston Martin DB4 Zagato, and I think, and I'll go on record by saying I think it's in the top 5 most beautiful cars ever built. It is a stunning car.
It is.
Yeah.
Wire wheels. Ooh, and then green.
Yeah.
And your
so
rondels, dude. Your rondels.
I love rondels.
You love a rondel.
But yeah, so this is what you would do. The DB4 GT looked kind of like that, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
And what they did is they just made it unique and sexy, and I love that. So if we could look up... I know. If we could look up touring on Instagram.
Just touring?
Yeah, just type in touring. It'll come up.
Okay.
Touring Superleggera, the second one.
Yeah.
So we talked about them a couple weeks ago with their,
we did.
But the Disco Volante. So the Disco Volante, click on that second picture. That started life out as an Alfa Romeo 8C.
Right. Yeah.
And now it doesn't look. It looks the
similar.
only thing it really keeps is the grill and the lights.
Right.
But it's not even the lights, just the grill. But I love that still goes on because that is a true craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Go to Singer, would you? Mm-hmm. So some people, what they do is they take the same idea, these coach builders, and just improve upon it. Okay, that's what coach builders do nowadays. They used to create, now they just improve upon. And nobody, and I know you agree with me on this, nobody does that better than Singer.
Yeah, I would agree. 100%.
They take 911s, more importantly, 912s. Okay, so that's like the 60s 911s, that body style.
Yeah.
And you can pick everything down to the color on the gauges and how your vintage Recaros are stitched.
Mm-hmm. The fabric used,
you pick everything. Yeah. I mean, and they're between, I think the most expensive one they've built was $600,000. They start at $350,000. But this is unique to you. You pick everything.
So on Instagram, it's Singer Vehicle Design,
and nobody does detail. Nobody does nobody does cars better than these guys.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a
big fan.
Oh, huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan. And I think coach building is a lost art. The vintage Delahaye's, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the cool thing about Delahaye's is that was back when they had the big wheel arches, the curved wheel arches. They all came with wheel covers for car shows, so they'd hide the wheels. So it just looked like this rolling piece. Oh.
How do you spell Delahaye?
Delahaye. It's not on Instagram. You have to Google it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting a visual for everybody.
Delahaye makes some of my favorite cars because I love pre-war cars. Okay, that's 1939 and below.
Ooh.
Okay. Look at that.
That is stunning.
That was hand-built by guys with aluminum and an old aluminum shaping wheel. They had these two wheels, and they would literally pound the aluminum.
Yeah.
That looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Yeah, it does, huh?
Go to that one. Look at that. Oh, my
goodness. That's beautiful.
Looks like Superman's car.
It does, doesn't it? I love Delahaye's. I love them.
I can see why.
Yeah. And that's, so like, look up a 36 Auburn Boat Tail Speedster, which is one of my favorite cars ever built. I like unique cars, and Paul likes his own unique cars, but I love pre-war cars. The 1936 Auburn Boat Tail Speedster, I think, is one of the most beautiful cars ever built. And it incorporates a design element called the boat tail, which means that the back of it tapered in like a boat. And it's got coiled exhaust.
Oh yeah.
Click on that
there was
red
a
one.
movie that these were in.
Click on this red one right here, or no, any of them.
Cool.
Just look at that.
So cool.
Coach building. Now show them the back so you can see the boat tail.
Let's see if there's a back. Wild front pictures, Instagram.
Go back. There's.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Not a good color, but.
So see how it comes in a point?
Yeah.
Coach building was so important into cars that were art. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not just a car, it's also art. The Alfa Romeo 8C was coined art on wheels by Jeremy Clarkson. I want to see more of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chip Foose, the only thing that came close in our age was Chip Foose took designs from an old Bugatti, the old Auburn, and an old Mercedes and called it the Bugnati. And it's modern drivetrain, but it looks like one of these. And that's the only really, I love, the Bugnati, and then we'll finish out with that.
Bugnati.
2 T's.
I don't think I spelled that right, but... Oh, is this it?
That one. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, I did mean Bugnati. Thank you, Google.
Not Bugatti.
Oh, Bugnati.
Though,
Bugnati.
dude, their new one is amazing.
I'm still bringing up Bugatti.
Anyway, so that's the only real modern, interpretation.
Right.
Look at that.
Oh, is that the one?
So those 4 chrome things on each side of that boat tail are the exhaust.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that is beautiful.
The Bugatti Type 57 Atlantica, which I think is arguably one of the most beautiful cars ever built, it was riveted.
Wow.
Together, by the way. It had six exhaust pipes on the tip.
Man, metal fabrication is something that I'm really starting to get excited about.
Look at that. Click on that black one right there. Right there.
The backside?
No, the front. That's the Bugatti Type 57. Look at that.
Yeah, cars are just not made like that anymore. It's long.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for a long hood too.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But yeah, coach building, baby.
It's so good.
It's my favorite.
I had a random bit of just last bit of
yeah, last bit. Let's do it.
It's totally
I love
satirical and funny. But actually, I guess I have a couple.
Is it Kanye Twitty?
So this, no, it's not Kanye Twitty.
What in the?
So I found this Instagram page late last night.
What in the actual?
It's called
Knuckle Puck. Is that?
They call it, the Instagram handle is the Flying Dutchman Manufacturing Company, Manco. So this guy, he's actually really, really talented metal
Is that what
fabricator.
they're calling it these days?
No, check this out. So he built this car himself.
Are you sure? That looks like a Christopher Runge.
Yeah. So he's building this whole car like himself. But so he's building
That's somebody who still does good metalworking.
Yes.
Christopher Runge does all his own metalwork on an old English wheel.
Yeah. That's what these guys are doing too.
That's so. Is that a Scirocco?
No, it's a CRX.
No kidding.
So this the thing that I saw, I was like, that's just wild and crazy. So it was a CRX
that's Mad Max, baby.
Yeah. And so I clicked on it, and then I realized this guy is like actually really good at metalworking. Like,
he is.
This is a fender that he just made. Right?
Wow. He's a hell of a welder too.
Yeah, but he's funny. So this video is it's mixed in with with
a little rally
super what was the rally? Group B rally.
Group B, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a Group B sort of tribute CRX, which is just
that's wonderful.
So he's building it, but it's really, really funny. So check out this car. I mean, this all handmade.
Is that it looks like an E-Type mixed with like a Ferrari 250.
Sure, yeah. But I saw this and I was like, man, I really want to learn how to.
Yeah,
metalwork,
we should start building our own car.
Look at that. It's just It's cool.
You know what that is, don't you? That is an old Porsche 550 Speedster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the car that James Dean died in.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know if they're like recreating that specific car or they're just making their own. But anyways, it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Honda debuted another prototype of a electric SUV, which is kind of cool.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's 2-door. Remember the one we talked about last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And then Genesis is teasing the
GV70.
GV70,
which is the smaller SUV they're going to bring.
Is it? I was wondering
the
how
GV80 is that big one with the split taillights and headlights.
Yeah.
That's the GV70, which I love that they're going, you know what? We're going to give you a full line of cars. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a hot hatch.
Ooh.
Because Hyundai does the Veloster N, which I've driven. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is. It's not a hot hatch. It's a burning freaking hell hatch. I love it. It's a hell hatch. But I would like to see a nicer version of it to combat the the A series from Mercedes and such.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love everything Genesis is doing right now, especially that G70. The
yes. Yeah, Hyundai's killing it.
Oh, and good for them. They needed to reinvent that because the last Genesis before they went like this, the big grill, I drove it. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hyundai's come a really long way. They're definitely a company to watch, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think coach building is making its way into production cars?
No.
Okay.
I think we're getting more and more adventurous with design, which I like, but coach building isn't. I think coach building's still alive and well.
Yeah.
But I think that it's now done by one-off people and little shops.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see Genesis ever get to coach building status or anything?
No.
I do like... I mean, you can only do... It's not that you can only do so much with Porsches, but you can only do so much with Porsches.
Well, yeah, because they've been the same for 50 years.
Right.
Not that it's wrong. 911 is one of my favorite cars. Yeah, Porsche is one of my favorite car brands.
So then it's like, well, what's next in coach building? You know, like what models, what like newer cars could you see?
I don't think they're going to be in the newer cars. I think we're going to see a renaissance of the old ones. I think we're going to see some, like the Bugnati, I think we're going to see some new versions of old cars. I would love for somebody to start resto modding Delahaye's. And it doesn't make sense because a Delahaye is worth millions of dollars, all original.
Right.
But I want to see somebody resto mod one. I want to see somebody make a Delahaye they can daily drive.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody put an all-wheel drive train on a Delahaye.
That'd be interesting.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see people getting adventurous with cars.
Absolutely.
And, I want to see, Morgan, Morgan Motor Company. They still build their cars on a wooden frame. I love that. I want to see an off-roading Morgan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want to see somebody put rally tires and, Dakar truck suspension on a Caterham.
Mm-hmm. I could see now you've been talking about that. I could see because like with the Ford Bronco, right? Like it's a take on the old Bronco, really. And that's what we want.
We want that nostalgia.
And
everything.
That's the big beef with the Blazer. It doesn't look like the Blazer.
No. They're gonna come back. They're gonna redesign it. Watch.
That's what we were saying a few weeks ago. Like I bet the 2022 is a redesigned Blazer.
At least.
Like,
Well, this has been fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah, the old fashions were good.
Yeah, nice job on this. Thank you for introducing me to old fashions.
I wanna bring you to get a good old fashioned from Jake. We're gonna do that next week.
So next week, as far as alcohol, like, what do we want to jump into? Do we want to jump into gin?
I actually, we're gonna do a gin cocktail.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm gonna unveil that at that time.
Sweet. I'm letting you steer the ship.
And we're actually gonna be taking a hiatus next Friday. We will be on later next week. We're actually going to be in our new location. Yeah. We are going to be at the Summit Cigar Lounge. Beautiful space, very Rat Pack. It's great. So,
this space has been fun.
Yeah.
This is done. It's been a good starting spot. But as winter comes,
Yep. We need a warm place to smoke.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you, as always, here. Ryan, for your expertise, which we wouldn't sound as good as we do without you. I make jokes about it, but it's true. And from everybody at Culture Beast.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for watching. And for the 200, 300 views.
Yeah, and as always, if you want to hear us talk about stuff, please send it to us. Write us. Tell us how crappy we are.
If you want to sponsor us with clothing, that'd be great.
Yes.
If you want to do hair and makeup.
Changing sizes, just wait a bit. Well, thank you, everyone. This is Culture Beast.
Culture Beast.
Boom.
Cue the music.